Call said you gotta go off. Cookie Snow just got a show and told me to go off. Husky on the tunes and Ms. Harvey read the blog. Come and get the Texas T, the real OG talk. Steady addressing every message, we get news before the blog. Spilling the beans with no problem, but won't tell it.
Texas Tea, it's time to sip this tea with me, your boy Cookie Snow. Of course, in the house tonight, we got two of the hottest co-hosts. What's your name, boy?
Hey, man, what up? It's your boy DJ Husky, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, please. Tell your mama.
Yes, sir. And you, the lovely, who?
Come on now, the one, the only.
Tell them what your name is. That's real tough. Texas Tea listeners in the house tonight, we have a young lady that's highly talented and blowing up on social media scene. She's an entrepreneur, model, business owner, and of course, we have to represent our own. We've been wanting on this show for a long time, real talk. Texas Tea family, let's welcome the lovely Crystal Crave.
Hey.
Welcome to the Tea Lounge.
What's up?
Man, I see you doing a lot of things.
Yes.
Yes, that's one thing I respect, and we all here respect that your grind.
Yes.
You
And
do a lot.
congratulations on the bundle of joy.
Thank
Oh
you.
yes.
Thank you.
How
My reason, you know.
How old is the bundle of joy now?
She turns 4 months on the 15th.
Oh, wow.
And you just snap back real fast. I'm just snap. You know
Real
So
quick.
for like the people that don't know you or, not familiar with you and what you got going on, enlighten us on that.
My name is Crystal Crave. Shout out to my jewels and gems. I want to start there because first and foremost, I don't like to use the term fans. I have supporters and they're precious to me.
Right.
Everybody that subscribes, everybody that ever shared a photo or commented, they mean so much to me.
Right.
So that's where jewels and gems come into play because I don't have fans. I have jewels and gems, people that are very valuable to me. They're very, just by you bringing me here, you know what I mean? And, it means so much to me. So.
And vice versa.
Yeah,
vice
so
versa.
as you said, I'm an entrepreneur, model, actress. There's basically no limitations to what I want to do and what I can do. I used to be so doubtful. So when I started to, believe in myself, I felt like, Chrissy, you can easily get other people to do it. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be put in a box. There's nothing that I don't do. Right. I sell lingerie. I model. I know I can act. Right. You know what I mean? I'm passionate. I'm a hustler. And I'm a mom.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So basically, you don't want to be marginalized. Is what
Oh, no, not at all.
You can't be in 2019 going to 2020.
No.
But I've been seeing what you've been doing on social media and the following that you're having. You call them your gems and jewels. You
My jewels and gems.
Your jewels and
Crystal
gems.
jewels and gems.
You know what I'm saying? I see that your following is kind of abundant in a short period of time.
Yes.
That tells me that somebody has something. You know what I mean? You don't see that a lot. A lot of people get on social media and everything, but the numbers don't show that. Like I always say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Yes, they don't.
They don't. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate what you're doing. I take my hat off to what you're doing. But Husky, I think you had something you want to touch on?
Yeah, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So with the modeling game and everything, I mean, over the past decade, it definitely has changed drastically or whatnot. So how do you feel about I want to get this a raw take from you. How do you feel about like these so-called models that be taking pictures, with the ass on the sink and they don't have any. Well, not we gonna get on that.
Yeah,
no, we gonna get on that later.
We gonna touch
we're not
this
talking
though.
about her yet.
Okay.
We gonna get on that later.
Okay.
But how do you feel about like the girls that call themselves models who have booking info in their IG in their IG bio, but they don't have any professional pictures? It's just all ass on the sink pictures or cell phone pictures. Does that make it harder for women, professional models like
It
you?
is so frustrating because we all get that stigma of am I welcome to curse?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. Yeah.
We all get that stigma. I remember, just to give y'all an example, and I'm gonna make it quick. I remember going somewhere and somebody saw me and found me on Instagram. Was like, oh, you one of those. And I was like, one of those? I said, first of all, I was modeling before there was an Instagram. I got published before there was an Instagram. Before 80% of everything that was done on social media, I've been modeling. And I understand I look like I might be 19, but I'm 28. I'm an OG. I've been modeling. I've been doing this. I put other models on. So I take it very serious. And for those girls that put booking information in their bio and, it's not, to me, being photogenic is a talent. I have a talent. and people might disagree. You know, that's basically me saying being cute and pretty is a talent. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
That's my form of expression of art, photography, and modeling. So.
That's what you good
50, thank you so much. 50 ways of bending over on a sink in a G-string is not art to me. That's not modeling, and I don't respect it.
Right.
So that's just my opinion. I've had photographers get mad at me because I didn't want to do certain things.
Right.
And people felt like I'm stuck up because of that. But it's frustrating because, you know, there was a time where you get paid to do certain things, and now you got girls willing to be naked for free.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, who want to pay me if that's the
It's hard for
case?
you.
Yeah, you know, and it's urban is the most popular form of modeling at this point. Me being small and slim, I don't got butt shots. I don't have all these things, and like I said, I believe in being photogenic and being artistic and expressing yourself that way. That's not me. To me, that's not modeling. I don't do that. So to me,
with the epidemic of these women getting surgery and all this stuff done, like, does that make it even hard? Like, do you feel any pressure sometimes to go and do something like that because all these other women, like, I just feel like just being natural is not. It's just not a thing
It's not
anymore.
popular.
Yeah, everybody
It's
want to
not-
go get the surgery. Everybody
not,
want to.
yeah.
Don't nobody want to embrace their flaws no more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just want to go have a fat ass and have some
Well.
big titties. So is that harder for you to, you know, when you want to try to book gigs or anything like that? Is that harder for you, like where you get overlooked for the girl that got
I
that?
really don't think. I mean, I think sometimes it was, sometimes not, because everybody got a different core audience. I got a homeboy right now. I mean, I tell him like today, he like a certain type of demographic of a woman, and everybody got their own perspective of what they like.
But then you
know what I'm
also
saying?
have like the internet
Right.
and music videos, and people
That's what
always
I'm
talking
saying.
about like a shapely figure, and
Right.
Well-
here we are, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's slim, she's a nice, you know, fit or whatever. I'm top heavy, if they want to fucking call it or whatever it is. I don't have no ass, so.
Well, that's
It's like-
a lot of TMI on radio.
well,
I'm just saying. I'm just
Top
saying.
heavy no ass. Now, why you say that?
what can?
Cause you know, I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm, where I'm answering. I'm
Oh,
answering
okay, I
Husky's
got you. I
question.
got you.
Like,
I got you.
you have like the people that don't mind being natural, you know what I'm saying? But you also have like the other people or the wolves or whatever that's screaming out there like, oh, well, I go in the grocery store, you ain't got no ass, but you cute. You know, like,
Yeah.
You got ass,
Yes,
fam. Don't let nobody tell you
I
ain't
got
got
a
no ass.
booty. It's a difference.
No, you got ass, fam.
Anyway,
I got neither.
So, and, you know,
I'm trying to give you support on your ass.
In your eyes, what platform do you think works best for advertisement? Like Instagram, Facebook, like
any
Twitter.
and every avenue you have to sell yourself is the right avenue. There is no one specific thing. If me coming to this show, me coming to talk to you, if I can walk on the street and hand out my business cards, that's a platform. And there is no one platform.
But
to-
okay, so my question is like, where do you think that you get more feedback from? What platform? Like Instagram,
definitely
like,
my Instagram.
Instagram, okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
I've gotten
And that is what?
my Instagram, Crystal Crave. It's at Crystal Crave. CrystalCrave.
Support that, Texas T listeners. Please, please, please.
You know, because we talking about bodies and, you know, natural bodies, things like that. I choose to, and I encourage women to never allow, you know, anything to make you feel pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, and I am a jewel.
Yes, it
you know
does.
what I mean? So that it made me. I didn't cry before. I didn't went to auditions where
Exactly.
I got chose for certain things, and I was told, you know, oh well, we'll get back to you with an address or this, that, and the third, and then I look up and it's another girl, full of figure, or she bigger than me, or she, you know what I mean? And it sucks. And there's been girls with bigger followings than me, you know what I mean? And even though I feel as though I might qualify for it more, I don't look a sort of way. You know what I mean? As far as
Right.
hip hop and rap and,
Right.
you know, these video vixens
culture
that they,
thing.
yeah, you know what I mean? So it hasn't slowed down my bookings. It hasn't, you know what I mean? The only thing that
good
slowed
thing.
me down was being a mama. So,
That's a great thing.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, so it didn't stop it. The only thing that slowed it down was I took time off to take care of my daughter and make sure she was good. You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you about, well, we all been talking about behind scenes. It's time to just go and put it out. The most I guess I can say the most talked about thing right now. What is your take on the whole Lizzo thing with the Lakers?
Not even the Lakers.
I mean, I'm talking about the Lakers arena.
Can I be honest?
The basketball game.
Yeah,
Well, can I be honest?
this is an honest show.
Man, we can be raw and uncut.
I live. She gives me so much life. I respect it. I
respect
understand
it,
it.
too. I
I don't
respect it,
agree
too.
with the fact that Rihanna is naked all the time and it's not that much of a fuss. And you have this fuller figure female that's comfortable with her body and teaching, like we just had a conversation about people feeling pressure to alter their body. And there's this woman that represents a group of women that look just like her and she walks around confidently and it's a problem.
Well, here's
What-
my thing with that. Like,
I disagree.
I'm with Lizzo. Like when she posted them first little nude shots or whatever, I was cheering her on. Like I support all BBWs and all that. Like I'm not tripping on. I fully support if she
But would you
wanna
date
be.
one?
Huh?
But would you date one?
I've dated plenty of BBWs.
All right.
You know,
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Listen, I used to be big. You know,
I'ma
I'm still
tell you
kind of
like
big.
this.
But you
And
know
it's
what I'm saying?
real
So
talk
I don't.
shit. It's
There
real
are
talk
some
shit.
beautiful, big, like full-figured
Hey.
women
I
out
think,
there.
I think
you know?
she screams like she just wants attention.
I like her
It's
confidence.
the difference between
No.
confidence and attention.
The problem-
if you're confident in you,
Oh,
in
here they
yourself,
go.
You don't have to like blast and
But-
boast. You
but
don't
why
have to
they
go
You're
to,
right.
But
to,
why-
to a basketball game half naked.
And
You
that's
just walk
and
through
that
people
that's
notice
my
you.
whole thing. Like
She
it's a
wants
time.
But
and
attention.
nobody
It's the
nobody
difference.
says Rihanna wants attention. She posted a picture
But
of her
you know
naked
what?
on
Hey, hold on,
Instagram.
hold on.
Look,
Let me
this-
sum this up real quick. Let me
Hold
sum
on.
this up real quick. At the end of the day, the world ain't perfect. The world ain't right. We understand what we should do. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. At the end of the day, what it boils down, that's why I said that. Because I knew y'all going to say that. But at the end of the day, what it boils down to is that, hey, people want to see people that look good. I'm not saying that's right or
Lizzo,
wrong.
look, but listen, Lizzo not
they-
ugly.
No,
But this
she
the
not
thing
ugly.
though. When you want to say like Rihanna and all these people post on Instagram, the thing is though is that it's their Instagram. It's if she posted on her Instagram, it's the parents' job to monitor what their kids is
It's not
looking
just
at.
Instagram.
So it's not. But Rihanna's never went to a
Lies.
play.
Lies.
I've never seen Rihanna in
I
a
can
play.
pull up pictures right now on the cell phone.
When I seen her naked or seen her with her titties out, it's like at the Met Gala. It's places where like it's grown folks at. What my only issue with the whole Lizzo situation is, I don't care. She could have had her ass out at a concert, Instagram. I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you got elderly people in small children at that game, and it's just
Right,
like. That's just wasn't the place for it. And my problem with this whole situation is you got people who trying to tag a phobia to it, like talking like all this week I've been hearing fat phobia.
Right,
well,
right.
bitch, if you break down what a phobia is fear of or something that gives you anxiety. Are we not
Half of these niggas
scared?
be fucking BBWs on the low.
That's
so
true.
I mean,
That's
I
We're
don't
not
think that's the
we're not
case.
scared of full-figured women. And again, I'm
And there's
one.
some beautiful full.
Yeah,
but
you know what?
Yeah, she not ugly at all.
You have to be more classier with it.
But no, at the end of the
Like,
day, I don't think we're really looking at what facts are. What facts are,
facts
you got real life facts that's in life, that's understand, but you got true life facts that control the world. And when I say that is that no matter, hey, I support Lizzo, do your thing. I don't care if you're big, you're skinny, everything. But hey, at the end of the day, the average man want to look at a woman that's shaped a certain way.
That's not-
You can
no.
say what you want to say.
That's not. Like, I can't speak for nobody but me. Like I said, if I would have seen Rihanna, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B,
You would
even
not be as
Beyonce,
mad.
I would say the same thing. If they would have came out there with that same outfit on, I'm just a different type of dude. I'm a different type of
Bro,
dude.
I think it
bro,
would've been
I
different.
believe
Bro.
in morals.
I
No,
think
I'm a
it
bro.
different type of dude,
You,
bro.
but stop
Thank you.
and
I
think.
Now, am I gonna look at that ass?
I'm
Yes,
just
I'm gonna look at
thinking
that
in
ass.
general.
Thank
But at
you.
the end
And
of the
that's
day,
all I'm saying.
I'm
Always
just
naked.
not,
Well,
bro. I'm
no.
not
Always
with
naked.
No,
no woman.
But if it was Riri
No,
or
bro.
Beyonce or
Bro,
something,
it wouldn't be
that big of a
I know-
deal.
hey,
I wouldn't-
And that's my point.
Bro.
It wouldn't.
next to Jay
if
looking
it
like
was,
that,
yes,
you
if
No woman, I don't care who you are.
I
Let's
get it.
no woman should be out in a setting like that.
And you
with
are
her
absolutely
ass
right,
out.
but that's
But that's
not the
society-
problem.
that's-
But
that's
wait,
society
wait,
now.
that's not the problem. The problem isn't that because you're right. You're 100% right. The problem is it wouldn't have been such a big fuss if it was somebody else.
That's
That is
true.
my
Now,
problem.
as far as everybody else, you're right.
That's true.
Thank you.
You're right.
That's
You're right
it.
about that. You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? And here's another thing I said the other day too, so I don't know if you've seen it. if a full figure woman from G County would have went to a Lamar or Ball High football game with that same outfit
I
on,
seen it.
the energy would be totally different.
I seen that.
Am I lying?
But you know, you
Fatima would
have
have
to
came
sit
through and
right.
shut shit down. I'm just saying. Fatima would have came through
Hey,
and shut shit
but
down.
you know they would have had.
Hey,
Hey, but you know they would have had Fatima and all them group messages being.
yeah, but ain't nobody
know
gonna
it.
say nothing to Fatima.
Yeah, cause that know she crazy.
That's what I'm saying. No, not that
Hey,
she crazy.
you know,
She has confidence.
at the end of the day, the Text
has
T Talk Show
confidence.
supports anybody that's doing what they're doing. Much love from Tima to keep doing what you're doing.
my girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep it
Ride or
focused.
die. Much love.
So-
you know what I'm saying? You're a beautiful queen.
Let's talk about some of your what your DMs look like.
Oh my gosh, I've had.
Because no, we need to talk about this because you know you're a good looking woman.
She's in a relationship.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yes, I am.
you're a great mommy.
Yes.
So what do you have some of the photographers that try to mask, well, I'm coming at you on business, but then they try to
Yes, I've had it's like when you carry yourself a certain way, you're a bitch. If I was you and I carry myself a certain way, I'm a boss.
Right.
I'm a bitch when I refuse to do shoots for free. I'm a bitch when your words and you being flirtatious and you trying to butter me up with words of sweet nothings that don't faze me, it don't move me at all. Let's talk numbers. I got a daughter now.
Right,
You
for
know what
sure.
I mean? So let's do it that way. I've had athletes try to talk to me. I've had celebrities try to talk to me. I've had professional football players.
Can we speak on some of these people who are in DMs? Can we get the exclusive?
Gosh.
Lord, I gotta get the lawyers for the show.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna get the lawyers. For
Yeah,
the
we need the
can
exclusive. This
say
Texas T, man, we need the exclusive, man.
I can give you one name. I don't mind
Alright.
giving you one. But I feel like he tries to talk to everybody. B King needs to stay out my DM.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
B King
wow.
got to stay out the DM.
Big King, we
But
like you on the
he's
show,
cool,
baby bubba.
but
You know what I'm
he's-
saying?
No, he's cool. He's what I like about B King. The difference between B King and other people of celebrity or have somewhat sort of
Right.
a following of fame. He didn't come at me rude. He came at me so respectable,
And that's
I
all.
wasn't expecting that.
Well,
from
that's
him.
all anybody can expect. Because a man, this is the nature of the world. A man is gonna come at a female that he finds attractive, he wants to talk to. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. But it's
called game.
it's called game. But it's also dependent on the way he approaches you. If he approaches you correctly and responsibly, hey, it is what it is. That's gonna happen. You know, so long as you say that. I mean, much respect. I mean, that's gonna happen because that's men can have a woman and have a wife or whatever else. Men gonna still talk to them as long as they don't do it in front of them. You can't do it in front of them. But that's a compliment to the man at the end of the day.
Right,
He
right.
might not understand that right then and there, but if
Right.
somebody try to shoot at your piece, that lets you know, hey, you got something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I
what
get
are the
that.
signs that you would tell a woman that wants to pursue what you're doing? What would be the sign that you would tell a woman to look for a dude or a photographer, promoter, or whatever the case may be, who is not about their business? Like, how can you tell somebody how to peep the signs that somebody is full of shit?
This is the thing. It's so many of them. You know what I mean? Like, you buy a camera, you pick up a camera, you're a photographer. No, you're not.
Man, I'm trying to
No,
tell
you're
you.
not.
Real
You
talk.
really
Amen.
have to understand the difference between professionalism and opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, it's so many of them. You know? So I think that the thing is, if you don't sell yourself short and you set your standards high, it's not up for me to convince you of my quality.
Right.
It's not up to me to convince you or audition for
Right.
you. I know my worth. Okay, and I already set my standards. So if you aren't up to par, then if you don't feel whomever is reaching out to you or wanting to work with you, if you don't feel like they're up to par because you have to set your standards high, then that's how you tell.
For sure.
Let me ask you this. I mean, what's your next accomplishment that you want to achieve for yourself?
Oh gosh. Y'all don't understand. It's like I never stop. You know what I mean? Like
She
I
really
said,
don't.
I don't. I really don't. There's no
So
one thing.
who from G County, if you can like bring somebody in to like teach them the ways and like your modeling and advertising, whatever. Who from G County would you like to work with?
I actually used to mentor models, younger girls, because I'm the kind of person, my flaw is I have the tendency of looking out for people more than I do myself. So I did that. It's like I basically what I'm doing is putting into play what I did for other people for me now. You know, but it's limitless. There's so much talent in Galveston County. It's so much, and we so overlooked and slept on. So many people I can name. I'll be here all night.
But you know, that's really the purpose of this show. You just said something right there that just magnifies what we're trying to do. Is that it's so much talent down in a smaller community, in a rural community. What people don't understand is that we got so much talent. It's about everybody representing everybody and showing everybody support. And that's why I tell everybody the Texas Tea Talk Show is not just about celebrities. It's about people that's trying to do something that should be celebrities already. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I.e. yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And that's generally what it's about. So at the end, I want to ask you this. If you can go to, I'm actually off the wall question. If you can go to a school right now and you're talking to them in the fourth grade community, and you're talking to them, you're talking about things about life, you're just giving them your depiction, what would you tell them? To the little girls that's there in the fourth grade, what would you say?
You know, what's crazy about you saying that to me and asking me, just recently, I told myself, if I can go back and talk to 6-year-old Crystal, this is what I would tell her so that she know, girl, wipe your tears, don't cry, it's okay. You know, it's a small thing to a giant. You don't know you a giant. You ain't nothing but 4 feet. And you don't know you a giant. It's a small thing to a giant. And that's what I would tell these children. When children getting bullied, they having suicidal thoughts, they getting molested, they getting raped, robbed, they taking on responsibilities at young ages. My brother was 14 years old paying bills while other people were buying J's and worried about playing on an Xbox and buying my school clothes so that I could look good. And he walking around with holes in his shoes and people looking at him like, girl, why he don't dress like you? And they don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Right, I got you. I got you.
If I can go talk to kids, I would tell them, you know, it's a small thing to a giant. And anything you're going through, anything you deal with, just as long as you believe in yourself and have patience, you continue to go and grow. You know what I mean? You can't get no lower. You can only improve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with everything that you're doing right now, where do you draw the line at? Like, what are some of the things that you know what I can't do this? Like, what are some of the things that you won't do? Like is there a scene that you just won't do, or is there like a certain type of fucking inside joke? Yeah. Is there a type of scene that you won't do? Is there a type of type of photo that you will not take? Like what is it that you will not do? Like where you would just draw the line at?
When you passionate about something, like I know for sure I'm passionate about acting. I'm passionate about modeling. When you're passionate about something, it's your profession, you take it serious, you do it because it's your passion. Now, there's a difference between a love scene in a movie where you making hundreds of thousands of dollars and a porn tape.
Right.
Of course.
So, you know, I mean, I'm very comfortable with myself. I remember looking in the mirror and all I could think about is how people would tell me, girl, you need to eat a sandwich. Yeah. You know what I mean? But now if you follow me on social media, you can tell I have all the confidence in the world. You can't tell me nothing.
So like, what can you give? Because I know it's been times where I be looking around like, dang, you know, like you gained some weight, or you know, you don't look I don't feel my prettiest today or something like that. You know, what can you tell somebody that like, and in a situation like that, like at your lowest point where you feel just, you know, at the bottom, give a female, you know, advice, whatever, on something like that. Like, what builds you up?
When I first saw
it can't come from somebody else, and everybody say like happiness doesn't come from other people.
Yeah, you have to be happy. You have to make yourself happy first.
And happy in
I want to
yourself.
hear this. You say
when I first saw you, I was like, she is fly as hell. First of all, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. When I first saw you,
that little squat pose you did, you be killing it.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
She kill the squat poses.
I used to tell myself, one person don't like it, I know somebody will love it. Right. You know what I mean? Right. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look in the mirror, if you see imperfections, those are imperfections that society is telling you is wrong. It ain't nothing wrong with your big titties. It ain't nothing wrong with my flat chest. I got some pretty nipples. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with where there's
Candid.
It's, you feel me? It's beauty. It's always beauty in a struggle. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I was real tiny, believe it or not. And I know I'm tiny now, but I actually put on a few pounds and I was insecure at first. And he had to actually like tell me be comfortable with it because I didn't realize how anorexic I was until after I had my daughter. I wasn't. Let me be clear. Okay. I was not anorexic. Okay. Or whatever. Nothing. You know, people being anorexic.
Sure, I want you to clarify that.
No. It's no, but I didn't realize how tiny I was, and like I think the thing is because I've always had this mentality. I always felt felt like I would be a star. I always felt like I'd be a hustler. I always felt like I'd be successful, and nobody could tell me no different. There's videos of me when I was little. I was 3, and I was like, I want to be on MTV, and I was like 3 years old. You know, and I didn't always like myself. I didn't. Crystal, you got a gap. You got a big forehead. You skinny. You bony. You walking, and people in school are like, people, girl, do you eat a sandwich? Do you this and that? And I used to look in a mirror, and I used to be that girl to be like, maybe I should get breast implants. Maybe I should get surgery. Maybe I should do this. Why can't I gain weight? I'm eating and I'm gaining weight, and I'm stressing and I'm losing weight. Like, I don't understand what's wrong, you know? And I got to the point to where I realized you cannot please everybody. But then again, why am I trying?
Well, at the end of the day, your curse was somebody else's gift. I mean, when I say that is that you're saying you can eat, I'll do all this, but some people can't eat a chicken steak sandwich and they're going to goddamn gain 15 pounds. Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can sit up there saying right now, you can do this, you can do that, and you're going to gain weight. So, like I say, somebody else's trash is somebody else's what? Treasure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just real talk. You know what I mean? So, let me ask you this. As far as doing what you're doing in life and doing everything you got going on, I mean, and I asked you this before about talking to younger people and all that type of stuff. I ain't gonna talk about the young people right now. I'm just saying, but doing everything you've done right now and you've ascertained, what is your biggest accomplishment to yourself?
My daughter.
Oh, I understand that, but as far as your career-wise, of course she's beautiful, I understand. But as far as your career-wise, as far as what you've done and you've done, it's what people said you couldn't do.
Right. Oh my God.
What do you think your biggest thing is?
My biggest thing is overcoming doubt, and I do believe that's
a perfect answer.
I have a long way to go, but I definitely believe that I made my mark and I made my point because you know who I am.
Right.
Y'all know what I do, and we just holding a conversation.
Right.
I feel like I make my point. You know what I mean?
You have.
Like, so I'm proud of that. I'm proud of it, and I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep going.
Never give up.
So this new avenue that you're taking right now.
Oh Lord.
Island Jewel Crystal. Right? Island Jewel Crystal. The YouTube page.
Yes.
The YouTube page been up. I don't even think it's been up for a month yet, and like your subscribers like just steady growing really, really quick. So what made you want to jump into the YouTube game? Because I know outside of it's a big check in the YouTube game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What made you want to jump into that?
Another source of income to take care of my daughter.
For sure.
I don't do everything for the money. Don't get me wrong. If you do something, do it because you like it and you're passionate about it. And if $1 comes with that, God bless you. You know what I mean? But it was another source of income. Like I said, there's nothing that I don't want to do. If I'm capable of doing it, I'm gonna do it. So YouTube, why don't I have a YouTube account? I thought to myself, why? You make money. A lot of people buying mansions off YouTube. I have an amazing personality. So I was like, Crystal, why don't you have a YouTube? Okay, that's just another. Jay-Z said you have to have, the average millionaire has 7 sources of income.
Yep, that's
YouTube will be my 4th.
Okay.
I got 3 more to go.
You got
see what I'm saying?
That means you do your history. You cannot be great unless you do your history and study.
And her YouTube, man, like if you don't know Crystal, if you look at her YouTube, you literally will get to know her. Like if you think one way about her, you look at her YouTube.
And that's what it's supposed to be.
What is your YouTube channel?
It is Island Jewel space Crystal. For some reason, YouTube
Say it again.
is Island Jewel space Crystal. You have to type it in exactly like that.
Subscribe. Don't just like.
And subscribe to the Texas Talk Show as long as you subscribe to this. Please do.
Yes, I put you guys in my bio. I hope that's okay.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, that new intro coming soon, but we will talk about that.
And we're gonna talk also about trying to get on part of this team. That's gonna happen as well. I think it's gonna happen.
I hope
Ain't it gonna happen, Crystal?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So do you have any advice for game? Do you have any game for the cell phone models who are trying to get to where you and all of the other published models are trying to get? Do you have any game for them that's watching right now?
Clarify cell phone, because I'm lost.
When I say cell phone, I mean, like I say, models, women who call themselves models, but they don't have any professional shots on their page.
Just having their kids take their pictures and like
straight up
with the Snapchat filters.
Because you're not a model until you get a professional photographer to take your picture. You are not a model. Period.
In publications.
So what kind of game would you have? What kind of game would you have for them?
as far as helping them like better themselves or like grow, you know.
Yes.
Well, for one, you have to be hungry. You got to really want to eat because it sucks, but everybody wants to be a model. It didn't used to be like that. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be a model. So you have to be hungry for it. It's for every audition you go to, it's 1,000 people that want to take your spot.
Right.
And females turn 18 every day. You know what I mean? So you got to be really hungry for that. So and not only that, but you know, people that always want to go to such and such because they for the low or for the free, and that's what your work ends up looking like. You have to be you have to be hungry, humble, and you have to be willing to invest in yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to go and spend $1,500 and flip that and make $10,000.
Right.
I'm not afraid to go and do that. You know what I mean? I've done that, and I'm doing that with my lingerie line, Gems, by the way.
What's the name of it?
It's my lingerie line.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be the next question. Let's get into that. So you do have a lingerie line that's coming next year. So let's talk about that.
Yes. My lingerie line called Gems. It is a line dedicated to Black women. I was told not to do that. That'd be offensive. You should dedicate it to all women. No, I am dedicating this to Black women. Women with the larger boobs that don't feel comfortable. Women where you can see the rib cage on the side. I want everybody to put on my lingerie and feel so good.
And that includes the plus size women?
Yes, plus size, skinny. It's for Black women. Black bodies are so unique. People imitate us. People want what you have naturally. What God gave you, them big breasts, that's what people want. You have that naturally. So,
Well, God,
my
you
piece is...
feel all yourself on the syndicated talk show.
So,
Don't start
Feel it all on yourself on the syndicated talk show.
yeah, so my pieces are going to basically...
Cameraman, cut. Cameraman and last on. Hey, but you know, Ferdo, what I really want to ask you is that doing with everything you've done, in closing, doing everything you've done, and we applaud that because we see what your numbers are, especially down there in our community. You know what I'm saying? I take my hat off to that because you're doing the same thing we're doing. You're reaching out on Embark that people say that you can't do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really wanted you on the show. So with doing that, what would you say, and I ask you again because I want to see your answer because you answered this already, but I want to see what your answer really is. What would you say to somebody that just don't believe they can do this? Somebody that don't believe what their dream is compared to what somebody's telling them what they can do. Somebody's telling them that you're not as good as you think you are. What would you say to them?
You need to grow some balls.
Well,
if you don't believe in yourself,
you summed it up right there.
If you already lost. If you don't believe in yourself, you already lost. It don't matter. And it's like I have so much respect for everybody in this room already, and I just met y'all, but I don't care what y'all believe. I know that I'm going to succeed. Right. I know I'm going to have 7 forms of income. I know I'm going to be a millionaire. Right. I know by the time I'm 30, I'll be in at least a 6-bedroom house. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I know that. I know that. God knows that. It's not up for other people to sit there and decide. Why do people do it? It's like you want to put limitations and a time limit on somebody else's success. You know what I mean? So for people, my answer to that is grow some balls. If you don't believe that, you already lost. That's my answer.
So much. Yeah. Let the people know what your websites are, how they can get in contact with you and everything else.
Yes. My booking information is cravecrystal@gmail.com. Very simple. Cravecrystal@gmail.com. You can follow me on Snapchat at Crystal Crave. You can follow me on Instagram at Crystal Crave. You can follow me on Twitter at Crystal Crave1. YouTube.
Keep it going.
YouTube, Island Jewel Crystal.
Right.
Like I said, I got lingerie. I mentor models. I do brand development. I model myself.
Right.
And
anybody upcoming that wants to get into the modeling industry,
yes,
this is your girl.
There it is.
And shout out to her too, cause around the time we shot Murder, the short film, she was supposed to be in it, and we found out she was pregnant at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's the one who turned us on to Rocky Dior.
Shout out to Rocky, I love you.
Yeah, so she definitely is connected. She got a team of models and everything. Like she's very professional.
Oh no, she take care of business. But like I say, man, we want to wish you the best. Thank you for joining the TXT Talk Show. You're part of the family, and you already know me. You already talking about some more promotional things.
Yes,
and we're gonna make that happen. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, thank you. Make sure y'all go out there to support her. TXT Lounge. Let's give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
Crystal
that
Crave.
subscribe button ASAP.
Like, subscribe.
That's what I'm saying.
Hi, this is Kia Henley. I'm an independent senior consultant with Ambit Energy, as well as an insurance agent with Primerica. I support the Texas Tea Talk Show and think that the whole world should be listening.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Maggie Collmore, aka the Hair Magician 409 and owner of Beltress Bundles and Wigs, and I am a proud supporter of the Texas Tea Talk Show.
Brushays and Bennett Beauty Supply, the place where you can find all your professional hair care need products and barber supplies and much more. Come check us out at our 2 locations, Brushays at 11902 South Gessner and Bennett's at 13820 Westheimer. We are proud sponsors of the Texas Tea Talk Show.
What up, world? This is Steph B. the Barber, owner of Exclusive Cuts, and I'm a proud supporter of the Texas Tea Talk Show.
This is Larry Washington at Razor Sharp Barbershop, 1211 First Street. Come to your proud sponsor of the Texas Tea Talk Show with my homeboy Cookie Snow.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, the one and only John, aka the Food Plug, and I'm a proud member, proud sponsor, and a proud representative of the Texas Tea Talk Show.
I am Brandon Jones, owner and operator of B's Teas and More, and I am a proud sponsor of the Texas Tea Talk Show.
Hey, what's up? It's Chris Collins, certified massage therapist and owner of Live Well Beauty, Bodywork, and Wellness. I just want to let y'all know I'm rocking with Cookie Snow and a proud supporter of the Texas Tea Talk Show. Stay tuned. It's going to be juicy.
Are you an aspiring artist, a business owner, or just want or need to find a way to get your talents and visions heard? Well, let Texas Tea help you get your tea spilled. We offer affordable promotion and commercial packages that will help you get to where you need to be. Contact us on our Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram page at Texas Tea Talk Show. If you don't believe in you, who will? Don't you want your tea sipped? Be sure to like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow the Instagram page at Texas Tea Talk Show.
Texas tea, come and sip this tea with me. Tea. Come and sip this tea with me.
Yes, sir. Texas Tea is time to sip this tea with me. You know it is. Your boy Cookie Snow in the studio with 2 of the livest co-hosts. My boy, what's your name?
What up? It's your boy DJ Husky, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button ASAP.
Yes, sir. And also to my right.
Y'all already know the one and only, the first lady, the only lady, Shani.
The
Squat Master 3000.
And stop putting your fingers on the face. This is what I do. You know
At the end of the day.
What I'm telling the point. At the end of the day.
That's that I don't get approved for the car.
I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you know, man, like I say, man, this show ain't always about celebrities. It's about just talking to people that got some real life things going on that everybody can relate to, right? And you know, one of the subjects we're going to be touching on now is the subject most might not even recognize, and that's the fact that men are also victims of domestic violence. Actually, 2 out of 5 cases are reported of those of men. So we definitely have to get the male's point of view. Also, of course, we know the abundant amount of unfortunate times that happens to our women. So tonight we have Wesley Brakes and the lovely Miss Nikki Nicole.
Welcome.
Here to share the courage of story. Texty fan, let's welcome them.
Yeah.
I'm glad to have y'all.
What I want to start with you, Wesley, because this is a point of view that never really gets out as much as it needs to get out. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm moving my hands, Prashana. You know what I'm saying?
You do, y'all.
Inside jokes all
day long. I know I'm moving my hands. But we want to talk about something, you know, that never really starts with you first, that never really gets depicted, because a lot of times, I ain't gonna say it like this, but a lot of times society looks at it as embarrassing for a man to come out and say that, but I look at it as encouraging. You know what I'm saying? Because we got stories too. Just because a number say a certain thing don't mean it's right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I want to open the door up and let you just tell your story, and let's depict in that and involve in that and dive in that and see how we go.
Well, it really starts when I was about like 20, 21 when I met my girlfriend at the time. You know, I got enlisted to the Army, so got enlisted to the Army, did my basic training, this, that, and the third. Then I went over to Fort Hood as my duty station.
Okay.
So went to my duty station, Then I moved my child at the time. He was he was less than 1. He was born in that December 14th.
From her or previous?
From her.
Okay.
So he was a newborn. I moved them. Everything was good and copacetic. And until probably like around like October, you know what I'm saying, we was going through issues, like me always going to the field training, because, you know, when you're in the military, you got to report to Uncle Sam.
Right.
So whatever you do, you know what I'm saying, that whatever Uncle Sam tell you, that's what it is. So it was pretty much issues with that. So we was getting into fights all the time because me always being gone would always think that I'm cheating.
So when you say fights, you mean like verbal altercations?
Verbal and physical.
I mean, who was the starter of these fights?
Really her.
Okay, because she's thinking you're doing.
Because she's thinking
that
now I'm doing because I'm cheating. Okay. You know what I'm saying? When you not always home all the time, or you're always coming home late, she's always thinking that you out doing no good, which ain't the case.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there's been a couple of times we've been in fist fights. Even tried to stab me a couple of times.
Oh, back it up. Now we say try to stab you. I'm talking about it's like something where y'all going in the fist fight and she just
like why? Like
she already got something.
Like we arguing and then next thing you know, she grabbed a knife.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Right, so gonna say it like how you was gonna say. You should grab the motherfucking knife.
Exactly. Shit. You know.
So y'all would get into like just a regular disagreement and she
a regular disagreement and then just randomly just grab a fucking knife or something.
Wow.
I mean, so when it happened, I'm pretty sure after that happened, like most people do when it happened, y'all probably reconciled after that happened.
Yeah.
So I mean, but what did you? As a man, I'm just asking this because you're speaking for a volume of people that need to hear this. What did you feel like after that happened? I mean, did you feel like you can go talk to your homeboy and tell him, hey, this is what happened to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had homeboys that I can, at the time when I was in the military, I had what we call battle buddies, which is basically people that's in our unit. I was able to come to them and, you know, say what's on my mind or say what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they teach us in the military, you know.
Okay.
So was there ever a point where you felt like enough was enough, like you wanted to?
We're gonna get to that.
Retaliate, you know?
Yeah,
like,
we gonna get to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, tell me. I mean,
it gets better.
You kind of delved into how it started, how it initiated. So I'm gonna let you just trying to walk us through this script. So I mean, it started there. How did it transcend after that?
How to transcend? We got into one big argument, which got my like first sergeant involved. So I literally, after we got into our first fight, physical fight, they had to call the police and everything. My sergeant, my first sergeant, the commander, all that stuff came to the house and everything. So after that, I had to take domestic violence classes. She had to take domestic violence classes. I literally had to sleep in the barracks, which is like the single soldiers' quarters, for like months. So I couldn't even go to my own home.
But that's what I was going to ask you. As far as like when your superiors came over, I hate to say superiors of black men. I don't like to use that word, but you understand what I'm saying. The script, the story. As far as your superiors coming over there, and they seeing this, what was the respect factor that they gave you? The reason why I say this, because a lot of time with black men, I ain't gonna say black men, any man speak on some of domestic violence from their spouse or female spouse, and they look at them as like it's fair, you know, like they're not a man, you know, look at them. So how did they relate to you with that?
I could say that if, you know, once that incident happened, when I go to work, I could feel a different vibe.
Right.
Because people prejudge you.
Exactly.
They feel like, oh, you're a woman abuser. You're this, that, and the third.
Or
you're weak.
Yeah, right, too.
Or you're a punk. You know what I'm saying? Which ain't really the case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could be doing everything. But if the woman don't respect you or anything, you know what I'm saying, that belittles you mentally. That the person that you gave your vows to, that you cut for, don't even respect you.
Man, I mean, you know what? I know I said it before, but what I want to stop you right there is that what you're doing right now, you're kind of breaking a whole lot of different bonds and segues because a lot of men don't have the courage to talk about this. This happens a lot. Like I said in the segue, is that 2 out of the 2 out of the 5 times this is reported is from men.
But that's a society deal.
That's a society deal, exactly.
Because we was always taught. I was born in '91, so
91.
We yeah.
Back in our day, when we was growing up,
91 fell.
Even if the woman initiated the fight, the man was going to jail.
Right.
My mama used to beat
But
the
now-
hell out of
now-
my daddy with
but now-
irons.
Right.
We used to beat the hell out of my damn daddy. But at the end of the day, he went to jail.
Regardless.
Let's applaud Krishan the daddy. Yeah, let's applaud Krishan the daddy. He's a hell of a man to get beat with irons.
I just seen
Yeah.
Krishan
I
beat
grew
me.
up in a
She look like she finna beat
I
me.
don't even speak on it, but Husky know my situation.
No, I don't know it. I don't know.
Husky know my situation.
I
Husky
seen
has been
it.
there in my previous relation when I was married to my ex-husband. I was the abuser.
She showed up.
I was the abuser.
Hey, you know what?
I used to put my hands.
After 15
on my
minutes, I need one of y'all to move so I can interview my co-host.
No, I'm not.
So
I'm
Wesley,
not.
like as a man, when you was going through all that, like man, like who did, like was it, like how did you, like who did you been to, bro? Like was there anybody that you used to talk to about that? Or?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. He said he got some
I
homeboy.
had a homeboy
Yeah.
that I had come to, but he was really the only homeboy because he didn't really judge me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really judge me. But in a lot of cases, men can't go to their homeboys or go to this person or go to that person because man, you getting hung, you a bitch, you a pussy. You know what I'm saying? You getting your ass whooped by a female. You know what I'm saying?
So how was it with the communication at home? Y'all was going through y'all problems and like you tried to communicate to her to like, look, this is toxic. I don't appreciate when you do X, Y, and Z. What was that communication like?
I could be the bigger person and try to reconcile and you know what I'm saying, hey, we don't need to do this, do that. But in her mind, I don't know what she's thinking. You know what I'm saying? I could be down here and she's automatically up here from the start.
So
you know what I'm saying?
That brings us back to the question
Right.
I asked before. What brought you to that point where you was like, enough is enough? When you got tired of putting her hands on you, you was just over it. Did you lash back out at her? Did you hit her back? Or you just left? Like, what happened?
In around February 23rd, when we got into a whole freaking fist fight and I beat a motherfucking ass.
Oh, you said you had enough.
Yeah, that was the day when I snapped. When enough was enough and I snapped. And that's when the police came and they put me in handcuffs and went to county for 30 days. This was in Killeen.
Okay, this is Nikki. Nikki,
Go ahead.
we're going to give you the seat because you haven't spoken. I want to get a woman's perspective on the situation. Your mother?
Yeah, I grew up in a domestic violence house.
Are you a mother?
Yes, I am a mother.
Okay, so as a mother, if your son was going through a situation like this, what do we tell our sons? If a woman hits you, what?
Well, my son went through this a few months ago.
Oh, wow.
And it was a good thing I was at work. Because like I told her over the phone, baby, my son don't hit women, but I do. So don't put your hands on.
I honestly don't even say I do.
I feel
like a lot of times in a lot of situations, women push it. You know what I'm saying? Because they know a lot of men, like in Wesley's situation, not gonna hit them back. You gonna steady push that man.
Because that's how and I'll go back to that.
You gonna have that one mama or that one sister or somebody that's gonna push and say, you hit my brother, he gonna hit your ass back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
or you can have that mom that's gonna step in and play like you. But on my son, I'm gonna tell him, if a female ever disrespect you,
I can't
if a
take
female,
it.
no, if a female ever want to put herself in a man situation and want to put her hands on a man for no reason,
but you gotta
understand.
That's true. That's true.
You better knock her ass out.
And that's the way.
Because women
You are going to jail.
Women take it too
You are going to
that
jail.
is true. Nah, but you gotta understand. Hold on. You gotta understand. But a lot of us.
Situation. My son have been to the Navy, and he cannot hit a woman. He cannot.
But you
can't.
But I can.
But
so I let him know. Yeah.
That'll be me.
But that's explaining her point that I reached my breaking point because a lot of us was raised not to hit women at all, no matter what they do. But a lot of women push those buttons.
Thank you.
But at the same time.
Nah, I'm sorry. At some point in time, a man.
Hey, let's hear each other out one on one. Let's
women
see what
know And I can speak for everybody to say, a woman know how far you can go with a man.
That's it.
We know, like, if I push you and I can see, like, the look in your eyes, like, oh, this nigga don't fucking play. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna play around with him.
Right.
But a woman know, like, if she tests you that first time and she can get away with it, she gonna go an extra and a little more and a little more. And then, like Wesley say, you just got that breaking point. She probably didn't even think that he would have came out and done something like that. But the same way he's speaking on that, we need to know that we have boundaries as women. You know what I'm saying? You need to stay in a woman's place. For sure. You need to keep your hands to yourself, just like that man, like a mother teaches her son. Right. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't put your hands on no woman. Don't put your hands on no man.
Right. Right.
It took me a long time to realize that. It honestly did. In my previous relationship, it took me a long time to realize that. But you know what fucked me up?
So were you abusive?
It's not even about me. What really fucked me up?
So how did that make you feel? You know, when you did that, how did it make you feel? Hey, switch seats. How did that make you feel?
I honestly felt good at the time. I did. What? I did.
We gonna keep it.
I felt like I accomplished. Like I proved the point at that moment. Okay. But I honestly, Cookie, I was young. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like. And you hurt me. You hurt my heart. You know what I'm saying? You hurt me where I can't hurt you because I'm not gonna go out and fuck over you. I'm not gonna fuck with no nigga to get over on you or bash you or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hurt you physically. You know?
Shawnee has definitely did a whole 360 in the last few years. But what fucked me up was when we
separated, and I still have a awesome relationship with his kids.
Yes,
And his kids to this day still bring up the times where I didn't hit him with boards.
Oh wow!
Oh Lord!
Bust him upside his head.
With
2x4s.
Bust him outside. Husky done been there. I put on a 2x4 on this dude.
I done seen her hit that man with a 2x4.
I did not play.
We didn't segue from the co-host giving the interview.
But you saw that though.
Hey,
you saw that in your home.
I saw it at the time. I didn't see it. I didn't see it until I got older, and I was like, "Yeah, I fucked up." Okay. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I'm still living that. No, so I have to bring that into my next relationship. Like sometimes I got to really talk to myself. Like, Shawnee, don't put your hands on this goddamn man.
So let me ask the two women on the panel this, because one of the problems that I'm seeing is. A lot of it's not that men don't want to communicate with you guys. It's not that men don't want to vent. It's the fact that the response that we get back when we do start kind of like venting and telling y'all how we feel, or just telling y'all that we feel disrespected, then we get the whole well, man, I ain't finna read all that, or oh nigga, you acting like a bitch, or you in your feelings.
That's right.
So would y'all rather a man as two black women? Would y'all rather a man keep that communication over with you? Well, like if he feel like you did something to offend him, or if you did something that he felt like was disrespectful, would you rather him like tell you that? Yeah. And are you gonna be respectful in response to him when he tells you that? Because a lot of women, they disrespect men. Like just keeping it 1,000. Yeah. A lot of men don't communicate or say how they feel when it comes down to certain things.
Well, no, because at the end of the day, when it boils down to, it's called that you lose your G card.
Right.
You lose your G card, you're done. You know what I'm saying? She just said it. Krishana just said it.
Right.
She said if you come to a woman a certain way.
But being grown, she said she was a little kid. So when you're a child, you think like a child. When you grown, you gonna think like you grown. Yeah. So you want a man to communicate with you now.
One of them,
say, baby, check this out.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of women are damaged. A lot of men are damaged.
Oh, for sure.
Over society, you gotta hold everything you in. You gotta be the man of the house.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you the real shit. Hold on, real talk.
Come on with it, OG.
Glad you said that.
Hold on, let OG speak.
I'm finna tell you real talk, OG talk. Do you know why a lot of niggas are really damaged when they come dealing with women? Because first of all, this is really shit I ever said in my life, and I shouldn't even be saying this right now, but I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Is that most dudes are damaged by their first relationship that they deal with the woman that they loving. Because once that woman show them they ain't no good, that you just done fucked that dude. He's totally done.
Right.
He's no longer the same.
Yeah.
Let me finish. Huh?
That first love could be your mama.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when you break it down, a man loves differently than a woman. Women, I say this all the time. Women are naturally, innately stronger than a woman. Y'all go through, y'all man might cheat cheat 900,000, 220, 50,000 times.
But they nurture.
But a woman, but if that woman cheat on that man, if that woman cheat on that man one time, he is done.
Let me say this, and y'all gonna all agree. I always tell this to everybody that's going through something. A woman falls in love multiple times.
Right.
We meet a man 3 months in, we're gonna ride for that nigga.
Right.
A man gonna have one female that he gonna fall in love with.
That's true.
And that's gonna be that one female out his whole life. You might fall in love again, but he's gonna always reflect on that one woman that he feels so hard for. Women fall in love all the fucking time. So when a man heart break, it's hard for them to recover. Women, we get, okay, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna bounce up like
bounce
talking
back.
about
You know
That's real though.
Hey, but you know what's so crazy?
And
you know what's so crazy? We done got so far off the topic. Let's get back to our topic guest right there. Miss Nikki, I want to bring it back to you because we talked to them. Can you give us a foresight on what your story is and what you've been through that segueing into the domestic violence of dealing as far as with your husband, not your husband, with your counterpart you were dealing with at that time? And then just give us a little bit of your story real quick.
Well, I want to go back to childhood.
Okay.
Because that's where it began.
Okay.
Because like she said, like she watched it. I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like, no, my mama was not no punk. My daddy was not neither.
Right.
Like they can pick their eyeballs of it
And put it right back in, right?
Eyeballs just hanging out. Yeah, eyeballs just hanging out.
My mama literally had like a something on her throat that's like sticking out because my daddy cut her throat. 2 weeks later, she was back.
And they was back like this, like you heard, baby.
Like in love between
love and hate.
Was my mom and my daddy.
Yes.
Oh
and that's
You really don't know. You really don't know.
And that's like
Surviving Shandi, a lifetime story.
Surviving Shandi.
That was like with my parents, like man, I could wake up in the middle of the night and they in there like Ali and
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and then after so long, it felt like it was normal.
Speaking on my situation, and you growing up in that same environment.
And I went through it. I did
you
it.
Take that into your relationship?
Yes. And he said,
and
just like I just told him. I just told him. I just said told him that. I said, boy, please. I would have been chunked up the ass across there and been like, yeah, you better sit down.
So do you feel like growing up in an environment like that makes it worse for relationships for you growing up?
To where I had to do like you and I had to take a step back. You know, in I just got divorced, and he was like, you know, hey, I'm leaving you, bitch, and I'm gone. Cause he woke up and I was like, hey, if you ever in your life, this is what it is. I'm letting you know, And I had to step back for myself and was like, wait a minute, hold up, Nikki, If he did care, you just took whatever care out of him, And at that point,
honestly, Nikki, you can be fucking up a good thing.
Yeah,
you can honestly be tearing a good man down just because you went through that shit as a child, in a previous relationship.
Yeah, and that's true.
I like it. I like how he hit the table. I see why you do.
Leave it alone.
And that's true.
And at the end of the day,
and like when I seen the subject. And then I hit my fam, and I was like, and he said, he was like, look, don't talk about your ex-husband. And I was like, baby, my life was way, like, my mom and them was chunking, balls way before I hit Galveston County. Like, this came way, as a matter of fact, I was pregnant with my 27-year-old daughter. I had a brother that got killed for in a drive-by shooting here. We in Louisiana trying to bury him, and my mama and daddy in the truck, like, and I'm on the way to the hospital to have a baby. I'm in labor, So and I looked up and I was like, Lord, I don't ever want to go through this, but you go through it.
Yeah.
If you see it, you go through it.
Let me ask you this. What was your worst thing that you say you can experience through your domestic violence situation?
And I do want to clarify that she said that she was the domesticator.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that too.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to segue to
I want to clarify.
You can say that when you grown and you know what you done did. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 100 with myself. I know. Yeah, if I was with somebody and they ain't do what I say I want them to do and they ain't do it correctly, it was gonna be a whole problem.
Wow.
It was gonna be a whole problem, and you was gonna be sitting up there looking at me like, "What the hell is wrong?"
So, is any of these dudes that you that you physically got physical with? Has any of these dudes put their hands on you back?
Yeah, and when they did, it was a whole problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now that those situations are over with, how do you feel about, because at this point, especially in the social media game, there are a lot of women who kind of like they promote putting your hands on a dude by any means necessary, and they think that stuff is cute. So what would you say? So what would you say to the 25, 26, 27-year-old who believes that if a dude do something you don't like, you should slap the shit out of him, or you should put your hands on him? You too, Shawnee. What game would you give these women who feel like getting physical with a man because he does something that you don't like, or does something to piss you off? What advice would you give them? Because there are a lot of young girls that think that shit is cute.
Nikki, you can go first.
And I'm glad you asked this, because I'm gonna say this. About 2 months ago, I pulled up into a Walmart. Right, I'm minding my own business. I'm getting ready to go to work. I work in the plant, so I'm working nights. I'm trying to run in Walmart to get me some tuna.
Yeah.
You know? And I see a girl out there acting a fool with her boyfriend, like she trying to hit him. Like with the car and got the kids in there. You know? And I looked, and it immediately just came over me. And I seen myself in that car doing that same dumbass shit.
Oh, wow.
Because I done been there. You know? And I had to tell her, I jumped in front of the car. I don't know what made me do it. Had to be girl. I jumped before I put my hand on the car. I say, girl, listen, go home, take the child, got runny nose, diaper probably dirty. Take that child home and go home. And tell this man to catch a Uber home. If y'all that man separate. And you know, once I got in my car, I looked at her, I was like, girl, you got to be the dumbest bitch to jump in front of this car. But my God was saying, like, tell that girl to go home.
Well, no, experiences are everything.
That's it.
One thing we want to talk about is that we've all went through different things. You've been through different things. You've been through different things. We all have here on this table. That's why we speak together so well. But what I want to say is that let's talk about what our accomplishments are right now.
Wait, we still ain't got Shawnee's input on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sean. I left you out.
Because, Sean, I know you got some game that you can give these, especially because a lot of these women around here, they kind of look up to you. So, and you see the same thing that I see. Well, a lot of these women, they think it's cute to put their hand.
I don't agree with it. Like I said, I've been through an experience like that, and I was the aggressive one. I don't think I've ever dealt with someone where I was, not the dominant one in the relationship.
Right.
I've always been like the one that was like over stuff. And maybe, women need to understand that we need to stay in a woman's place, like I said before.
For sure.
If you have a real man, let that man take the lead. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
The man is supposed to be the leader. But if you want to step in a man's place, be able to accept what comes from there.
Right.
Because if a man hit your ass back, you can put yourself in his place, then
for real.
Be ready for the reaction.
Yeah, so do both of y'all as older women agree that if you have a man that you know,
said older women.
Well, I'm just saying because we in our 30s.
Okay,
we in our 30s. You know what I'm saying? We ain't in our 20s.
Hey, you better take that compliment.
I'm a little seasoned. I take a little Tony, a little.
We got a little sprinkle on there. So, as being seasoned, young people. What would you say to, because again, like a lot of these younger women, they are lost. They think that putting their hands on a man.
I would say don't
agree with it.
So do y'all?
I like I said, if you want to put your hands on a man.
But this is what I'm finna ask you. Do y'all agree that if you have a man that you know that handles his business, he come home, he take care of business, Do y'all agree that if you know that you got a man that care about you, he comes home, he handles his business, he take care of whatever you need to take care of. Do y'all agree that if you have that as a woman, that you should submit to a man?
Of course.
Yes.
Amen.
Look, I just had that conversation. I swear. I just had this.
Believing a lie.
Stop the conversation. Let me tell y'all right now what it boiled down to me. This the realest shit that ever. I'm telling y'all two different things. Some of the key people ever told me in life. This OG talk right now. What's so crazy? My daddy told me. He say, "You never let a woman leave you for not being a man." So hold on, let me break it down. Okay. What he's saying is that you do everything you got to show them. You treat them like the way they're supposed to be treated. That way, when they get with the next cat, they understand how they supposed to be treated. And I'm gonna tell you something. My grandma told me. My grandma told me. A rat that got one hole to run to is a mighty pole rat. Yeah. You know what that means? Yeah. Do you really know what that means? Oh, yeah. So this game I'm giving y'all right now. So when it breaks down, man, you treat everybody like they're supposed to be treated. You do your thing. You show them like they're supposed to be treated. You spoil them the best you can.
So Cookie, as we're older adults, we're mature adults. What do y'all think the issue is in relationships these days where women want to they want to wear the pants?
Because
I feel like times have changed. Society has changed. A lot of men don't want to work.
Right.
A lot of men on child support. They don't want that stuff being taken out.
But is that really the issue?
That is. Look, I'm telling you from a woman's point of view. Yeah. That's what it is.
I say
a lot of men do not want to work. A lot of our parents growing up, our fathers weren't there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So you don't have any. A lot of men don't have anything to go by. As you know what I'm saying, a reflection. So you only going by like what I don't want to, what the father that I don't want to be like, or the, you know what I'm saying, the parent or the husband that I don't want to be like.
But why is it that? And I'm not saying y'all, but why is that a lot of women in our culture they give the ain't shit niggas so many chances, and then when you get a dude that's like Wesley, that who goes to work, who handles that business, or a dude like Cookie who got a career, who handles it, or a dude like me who handles their business or whatever. Like why do they get no? We talking
in an example.
In the general sense. We just said in the general sense, black men don't cheat. So
I know where you going.
But I'm just saying, like, why do y'all get? Oh, not y'all, but why do certain women give the good dudes a hard time?
I can answer that.
But the ain't shit dudes, they let them fuck over them.
Hey, you know,
like why?
You know what it breaks down to?
What is that?
It breaks down to, let me tell you, I'm gonna break it down to you simple as this. You go to the ugliest, blackest, ugliest ever, like goddamn me, what's the name? Goddamn, the one that died. Goddamn, with Tupac. Big and Small said,
Not Tupac.
Like he said, it don't matter. Image is everything. Money is everything, man. Right. I mean, they control the world for a man. Women really got it messed up than men got. Because a man, as long as you got an ego, you got an image, you got some money, everything, you good. You can look like goddamn Big Papa.
So what
you know what I'm saying? But it comes down to
I even mentioned that though.
I disagree.
So are you
true?
So are you
saying
that's
true?
Women
I agree with them.
That's true.
Disagree.
I say this. Money make any dude handsome. Period.
The slab day.
All
them old men out there had money.
Yeah.
And you look at them, they shoes and
I disagree.
Money make any dude handsome.
I'm not your average female. I'm not finna work a nigga. Your money is your money. My money is my money. Whatever you want to give to me, you're gonna give to me. Well, I'm not gonna have no handouts. I hate a female to sit at the bar and be like, "Can you buy me a drink?" That's not me.
Well, no,
turn up, son.
I'm not that type of female. So
let me listen.
You pulling out your roll at the corner store doesn't fascinate me.
No, I get that.
You too flashy for me.
No, I get that, son. Hold on.
You done hit a nerve.
Hold on. Y'all calm down real quick. I get that.
But that need to be said.
Hold on.
That needs to be said.
I get that. But what I'm trying to say is that she said something that I said earlier. Somebody said this: men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna take y'all in the back door to get y'all in the front door. Sometimes what people don't understand, it's only 80% of the people in the world don't got $1,000 in their bank account.
Right.
Do you know where I'm going with this at?
Right.
Is that, think about what the point you just said. What did you just say? You're not the person to do that. Well, you're only the percentage. You like the You like the percentage. 20%? No, you like the percentage of the people that take the DNA contraceptives to where say 0.2% of these people it don't affect. You don't affect this account. We dealing with people that deal with real numbers, and you're not part of the real number because you don't think like that.
So you saying that? So are you saying that 80% of women are materialistic? Is that what you get at?
Yes, they are. Because I think like how
you think it's that big of a percentage?
A lot of women are materialistic.
Men too.
Men too.
Yeah.
That are like that. I have a lot of friends that are like, and men are infatuated by a woman's body or what they can offer them.
And
they don't want no relationships. Y'all want to fuck.
Whoa.
You know what?
Hold on. Hey, we going off topic now.
Hey, hold on, stop. Hold on, stop.
Wait a minute.
Stop. We done kind of got off topic. Look at let's shape this back.
We're in the show by ourselves.
We're gonna do a show about something. But let's shape this in. Look here. What I want to say is that, hey, Wesley, Nikki, I appreciate y'all coming to the show. And if anybody's dealing with domestic violence, please find help. That's the bottom line right now. Because we done got off topic right now.
So
but that's what we do.
Let's get back on topic. So
stop.
Hey, hold on, because this need to be said, Cookie. So why is it that most of the laws, when it comes down to domestic violence, or when it comes down to divorce, or when it comes down to anything, period, it's more tailored, it's more geared toward the woman's side?
Not anymore.
Why is it not fair?
Because of what we mentioned, because the law's gonna think that we're masculine, we're this, we're that. We're the dominant ones.
Exactly.
That's it. Point blank period. That we're the dominant one.
That has changed though, Husky.
But I will say this though.
Women are going to jail.
Yeah. But now it does. Go ahead.
It changed.
It does change.
It changed. Seriously. They not just coping to us anymore.
Right. Yeah. Because
they leaning towards the men. Like these women keeping these kids away, and they got child support orders. And yes, I done told a couple of men in my inbox, listen, call this lawyer. This is what you do.
Right.
And you'll be able to see your child. You cannot just do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just towards us anymore.
Because you have to think of the fact that there was at one point in time where a woman would just call the laws on the man automatically, and the man would just go to jail, and the woman ain't got no bruise or nothing on the neck.
Right.
They just gonna go off the woman's word.
That's normally how it works.
Right. And so now the law is like really getting into it or figuring out, okay, a lot of these women are just faking.
Yeah.
So now we have to play both sides. Okay, we really need to get down to the bottom of it.
So both of you who you had a son who been through that, and you've been through it. What advice would you give another man who's going through a situation where he's going through domestic violence with his woman? What advice would both of you give that gentleman?
Leave.
Point blank period.
Leave.
Yep.
Daddy.
It's easier said than done, but
Hey,
but
we got through it.
Yeah.
What I want to say is that I know we got off topic, we do it all the time, but sometimes conversation brings that. That's what good conversation brings. Hey, Wesley, man, I appreciate you coming here, telling your story, because a lot of men ain't got the courage to do that. And what you just did, you just helped a lot of people, a lot of men understand that, hey, I need to have the same voice you got. Nikki, what you're saying, I appreciate it. Give a drive for what you got going on also as far as your purse drive and everything else for the homeless.
Okay,
and your business too.
Okay, I'm the owner of My Diamond Lips, and I'm giving a purse drive for not just the homeless, but for the women in need. If you just got out of jail and you need help, if you don't have Christmas money for your kids, come grab a purse. It's gonna have all necessities in there. And I would like, if I could get 50 people to get 50 purses, I really would appreciate it. But we're gonna be at 1215 First Street in Lamar, Texas, from 4 to 8 on December the 14th. So come drop a purse, a field purse, and you get a free gift. Of course, it's going to be from Diamond Lips. So y'all come help me out with that.
What is that?
It's my company that I started. I started
the lipstick line.
Yes, it's a lipstick line. I started, and I named it Diamond Lips because just like I was telling my friend Riri and them, women endure so much. You know, we have kids. We take on, like when we just the house. when we gotta do the house, you know, and we have a family, we endure that. You know, we endure so much with the kids, with the spouses, with everything. You know what I'm saying? And I started to give back because, like, as my cousin knows my story. You know what I'm saying? I was facing a lot of time in jail. Like, I ran these streets like for real.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I'm not gonna speak on that.
Yeah, we're not gonna speak on that's a whole nother segment. But yeah, I ran these streets for real,
if they wanted to cop some lipstick, do you have a website out now?
My website is coming out, but they can inbox me. I'm like everything is straight to me. Like I want to be involved
or the
everything.
Texas Tea Talk Show. Family's family.
And also, also, Nikki, you said that you want them to bring out the purses. Do the purses need to be filled, or are you not filling with?
No, they already fill them. They can go fill them, and I'm a.
And what products are you wanting them to fill these purses?
Like toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Socks, maybe a T-shirt. Care package. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because when I went to jail. When I went to prison, I came out. You know, when I went in, I had houses, cars, and all that. But when you come out, you know, you don't have anything. Like just the clothes on your back.
And you rode that time like a soldier.
That's
a whole different ball game.
Right?
But you know what I'm saying? What we're saying is that, hey man, make sure y'all support
I went from carrying guns and selling donuts to making my own bread.
Whole different ball game. But like I say, man, I appreciate all y'all for being on there, man. And like the Texas Tea Talk Show is not just deliberated, it's about celebrities. It's about everybody having a voice in the community and doing what they're trying to do. Because we all grow together. You know what I'm saying? So in the day, man, as far as my host, DJ Husky, one of the greatest, the lovely Miss Krishanda, we appreciate both of y'all for being on there. Texas Tea Talk Show listeners, support them again and appreciate everything they doing. We love y'all.
Hit that subscribe button, please.
Subscribe, please. It's a beautiful thing. And we out. Picture time.
Okay.
And anytime y'all need me.
Husky.
When I went to jail for 30 days, and then after that, I got kicked out the military. Then after that, I filed for divorce. As soon as I got kicked out, my ex-wife, well, soon-to-be ex-wife, filed child support on me. Went up to the child support office, did a DNA test, and the newborn that I mentioned wasn't even mine to begin with.